Masked men in red jumpsuits, a bunch of broke hostages, and a set of games you may have played in elementary school. This is the premise of one of the most popular Netflix shows today. Don't forget to add in a lot of blood, gore, and billions in cash, and you get Squid Game, the Netflix show taking the world by storm. The South Korean drama follows people competing for money in violent games and has captured the imagination of viewers of all age groups. This has translated into record-breaking viewership numbers, setting Squid Game on the path to being one of Netflix's biggest shows. Here are 10 things you don't know about the mega-hit Netflix series. Number 1. The phone number is real. At the beginning of Squid Game, each player receives a mysterious card with a phone number on the back, an invite to the games. The production team made the mistake of removing the first 3 digits of the number instead of the middle or last 4. 4 Korean phone numbers. If the last 8 digits are punched in without an area code, the call can still connect if the caller is in the area. So, it's no surprise then that the owner of the real Squid Game phone number has received more than 4,000 non-stop unwanted texts and calls. The problem is, she can't change her number. It's tied to her business. A South Korean presidential candidate actually offered to purchase the number from him. Number 2. This terrifying murder doll is also real. In episode 1, this doll annihilated players during the game Red Light, Green Light. In reality, the doll belongs to a village in Jinshin County in Cheongcheongbuk-do. You can visit her at the entrance of a museum for horse carriages called Matcha Land. If you dare, then you can go there and take pictures with the doll, and it's a really popular spot for tourists right now. Number 3. A different actor was supposed to play Abdul Ali. Ali, played by Anupam Tripathi, has become one of the most beloved characters in Squid Game. His selflessness and loyalty were in direct opposition to the game's bloodthirsty nature. Originally, the role was intended for Filipino actor Carlo Aquino. At the time of filming, he was unable to enter Korea due to travel restrictions for COVID-19. Number 4. Squid Game almost didn't happen. During an interview, director Hwang Dong-hyuk revealed that Squid Game was born back in 2009. But it encountered a decade of roadblocks and rejections before it could be made. He heard that the series was too strange and unrealistic. He was rejected by all potential investors and actors. Over the years, the world changed, and that change opened doors for Squid Game. According to him, 10 years later, OTTs appeared and the gap between the rich and the poor started to become even greater. The idea of succeeding with fast money also became more idealized. The combination of both and the synergy that was created between the two is what made this production come to life. Number 5. The ugly truth behind the pretty coffins. The aesthetic of the coffins is childish, matching the theme of childhood games, but its meaning is much deeper. In an interview, Squid Game's art director, Chae Kyung-sun, was asked, "What's the meaning of the gift-wrapped coffin?" Chae Kyung-sun replied, "I think I focused on the mind of the person who came up with the game. I imagined he gave the contestants a chance as if he's a god. This is my gift to you. Even your bodies being disposed of in the incinerator is a show of my mercy." Number 6. The costumes were almost completely different. The games are orchestrated by masked workers, soldiers in red jumpsuits. This iconic look will definitely be popular this Halloween, but it almost didn't exist. Director Hwang Dong-hyuk originally wanted to dress the workers like Boy Scouts, but that look didn't provide enough anonymity. At first, he wanted a Boy Scout-like outfit, but it showed the men's figures too well. It didn't really make them look like ants in an ant colony. They needed to cover their entire body, and the best option to keep them anonymous was a jumpsuit. With a hoodie too, because they need to cover their faces. The masks went through several redesigns that included animals and some other weird stuff. Number 7. One of the challenges in the show is now a TikTok trend. The challenge with Delgona Candy, a type of honeycomb toffee, has inspired TikTokers to create their own version. The candy consists of 2 simple ingredients, sugar and baking soda. But the true challenge is eating around the image imprinted in the treat without breaking it. Director told the Korea Times, "The production crew and I would joke about our series starting a Delgona craze, like how Netflix's Kingdom did with the Gat, a traditional Korean hat, but I'm astounded that it actually happened." Number 8. The statues are real people. Here's how much they were paid. In the VIP lounge, models are on display as living statues covered in body paint. One YouTuber, who was offered a statue role she declined, revealed how much money she would have made. In addition to full accommodations, meals, and pickup services, the recruiter offered to pay her $4,243 for 3 days of work. Number 9. Squid Game is Young Ho-yeon's acting debut. North Korean pickpocketer Kang Se-byuk was Young's first acting role. She had previously been a model and had starred in the 4th season of Korea's Next Top Model and had been on the cover of Vogue magazine. Since her appearance on the series, the model gained millions of followers and is now the most followed Korean actress. Squid Game creator Hwang said during a still-watching Netflix breakdown video that Young's audition tape felt like a gift sent from God. Ho-yeon looked exactly like the Se-byuk I had been looking for, he said. Number 10. Will there be a season 2? Squid Game is an international sensation, but all good things come to an end. Unless... The show's director went through a lot of energy while writing the series, and he's not eager to repeat the process. Once he said, "In my earlier days, I drank half a bottle of soju to get the creative juices flowing. I can't do that anymore. Writing Squid Game was harder than normal for me, as it was a series, not a film. It took me 6 months to write and rewrite the first 2 episodes. Then I consulted verbally with friends and picked up clues for improvements through my own pitching and from their responses." But to not lose hope, he would be willing to develop a second season if he had a team of directors to support him. In the same interview, he also mentioned, "I don't have well-developed plans for Squid Game 2. It is quite tiring just thinking about it. But if I were to do it, I would certainly not do it alone. I'd consider using a writer's room and would want multiple experienced directors." And that's it. This would be our brief breakdown of Squid Game, which is the biggest ever show to hit Netflix so far. In an honest opinion, we give this show a strong 8 out of 10. The characters are well written, all the foreshadowing worked perfectly, and the character developments all paid off. Now, if you like this video, then please give us a thumbs up, grab the subscribe button, and turn notifications on. We will see you lads in the next one.